So for this project, I started with a 21.5 by 9.5 inch frame that I had to cover the front of to paint because the glass is actually stuck in there. It has some wood around the perimeter holding the glass in. So instead of gluing the glass, I just took painter's tape and put it around the perimeter of the back as a precaution against resin leaks. Normally I use Elmer's glue to secure the glass in place and then use the painter's tape, but this was being held in there very securely by some pieces of wood all the way around the perimeter. Glue and tape are just temporary holds until the resin sets, and that will permanently adhere the glass to the frame. I found this adorable ice cream cone on my Cricut program, printed it out, and taped it to the back of the glass. You'll see me messing around with it, but I'm trying to make sure it's centered. I have an awful time with centering stuff, and I just wanted to make sure it was perfect, and I do mess with this for a few minutes. Next, I took clear Elmer's glue and outlined the entire ice cream, including the crisscrosses on the ice cream cone. And you need to use clear Elmer's glue because clear Elmer's glue, once dried under resin, is not visible. You cannot use the regular Elmer's glue. For the cone, I used a 4mm gold rhinestone chain, and for the actual ice cream, I think I might have used a 3mm AB crystal chain, but I will link everything that I used under the description. And then I carefully connected all of the little rhinestones lengthwise, and then I cut little 2 and 3 crystal rhinestones to do the crisscrosses on the ice cream cone itself. This is what it looked like when it was done. Next, I took some glass from Michael's. It's ASHLAND decorative filler. It's kind of an iridescent glass. And I just took it out to the garage, spread it out on some paper, and spray painted it with some opaque pink spray paint. Now you cannot, when you're using the opaque spray paint, you have to use it sparingly so it doesn't totally cover it. That way some sides of it will still have the sparkle or the iridescent look. Next, I took some Scrabble letters, and these I've gotten various places. I found them at a dollar store. I've found them at in old Scrabble games at garage sales, real cheap. And you can even order these on Amazon. And I went ahead and I wrote out "You Are Sweet" and "Valentine" at the bottom, and I glued them all down. And the reason I glued them all is because the last time I did it with these letters, I actually didn't glue them, and they started sliding, and every time I'd come in they were moved just a little bit. I mean, it's really important that you have your project on a level surface, but for some reason they kept on sliding, so I decided I was going to glue them down this time. Next, I was ready for the resin. The resin I'm using for this project is Bond Crafter resin. This is on Amazon for 1 gallon for $32.99, and it is an amazing resin. Look and see how my project turns out. Crystal clear. This resin is great for molds and for glass-on-glass work. Anything that's held in a reservoir, it's not good for canvas. Check out my other Valentine videos that I have on my channel. I have a whole bunch of really cute Valentine glass and resin art videos. Thing I do is take the picture off of the back. That way you can pick it up once the glass is on, and you can better visualize whether the glass has good coverage. I start by just putting it over the letters first. If there's glass on it, I always drizzle it over the glass first. Sometimes it's easier just to put the resin on first without the glass. It's easier to spread it out. So I usually go around the perimeters and then into the corners, and I do use the spoon to make sure it's in all the corners and along the edges, because they do say that resin is self-leveling, but it really needs a little bit of your help to get it everywhere. Otherwise you might have some blank spots. I get the majority of it smoothed out, I start putting the glass on. I'm putting the strawberry ice cream on first and then the clear glass for the vanilla second. I do pile this fairly high, and then I do take some more resin and drizzle it over the top, and just drizzling it. This kind of glass does best if you don't saturate it, just drizzle it and it'll be more sparkly, more iridescent. Next I start sprinkling the glass between the rhinestones for the ice cream cone, and this is ASHLAND decorative filler. I call it my gold glass, but actually when they do have it available it's called yellow, but to me it looks gold. It's a real pretty seasonal glass. When they have it, grab it. I don't know if they hit it out this Christmas or not, but every once in a while they have it, and then they put it down to 70% off, so if you see it, get it. After I get all the glass on, then I drizzle just a little more resin to make sure everything's covered, add some more glass, and then add some more resin to the perimeter. So this Bond Crafter resin has a work time of 35 to 40 minutes. After about 12 hours you can touch it. It's 24 hours for a full cure. You can pour it, it says 10 millimeters, which is close to 1/2 of an inch. It is not a deep pour resin, but I did use it in my reindeer molds, and I also used it in my tea light molds, and I believe I poured half and then I poured the other half, and it worked perfectly fine. This resin is actually $32.99 for 1 gallon on Amazon right now. It's an amazing deal. Hopefully it's still at that price when this video comes out, and you can click on my link under the description. So when I finish a project, I always come back every 15 minutes to check for bubbles and retorch if necessary. Sure, when you're using the torch or any heat source that you keep it moving so that you don't burn the resin. I also check for sediment, use a toothpick to get it out, and I check for placement of glass and reposition if necessary. It really needs to sit on a flat level surface, and it's in your best interest to cover it with a dust cover. All resins are different. You need to read the directions for the resin that you are using. So the next morning I checked it out, and there was a couple areas that I really needed to add a little more pink glass. So I had this Bond Crafter UV resin, and I just took it and squirted it in the areas that I wanted to put more glass. And then I sprinkled the glass in those areas, drizzled a little bit more UV resin on it, and put the UV light on top for 5 minutes. Hey everyone, this was pretty easy. I love using the Scrabble letters for the Valentine projects. I think they're really cute. But honestly, gluing them down was the way to go. I did a project last year or the year before where I didn't glue them down, put the resin on, put the letters on, and they were sliding. I thought my table, or where what I had it on, was level, but oh, it was about driving me crazy. Every time I'd come back in the room, they had shifted just a little bit. And honestly, these are not on perfectly straight either, but they did not shift. I just glued them crooked. But they turned out pretty good. Anyway, so the rhinestone chains, I just love the way that made the ice cream cone. Isn't that cute? And I don't know if you've ever worked with rhinestone chains before, but they're super easy. A roll of them is about $16, and they last forever. I forget how long they are. You can look them up. I'll put a link on Amazon. But if you don't want to use rhinestone chains, the other thing that I've used is glitter glue. And the other thing I've used is also this gallery glass in a black. I used it on my butterfly project. I've also found this that I've been kind of messing with. I've not done a video with it yet. It's a real pretty gold, but this is about $16 also. And I was talking to somebody on my YouTube channel, and they were asking about making stems, alternatives to making stems, couldn't cut the stained glass, and I was telling her about vitrograph glass, and I said, geez, I don't know why you couldn't use one of these alternatives. And then I was thinking also puff paint. I've never worked with puff paint for stems or for outlining, but I don't see why this would be any different, and it comes in all different colors. You know, this would be great for stems, but also for outlining here if you could get it in a gold. I almost feel like the glitter glue would be the best though, if you're not going to use the rhinestone chains. This comes in all different colors too and is fairly inexpensive. I think this is like $4. This big bottle, $4 at Hobby Lobby. I actually got it on sale for 99 cents. But anyway, so the glass I used is actually an ASHLAND decorative filler. And this is one is seasonal and it's an iridescent, real pretty. When they mark it down, it goes down to 70% off, so you can get it really cheap. $7.99 for like £1.50. Yeah, £1.50, and then sometimes it goes as low as less than $3. So, and then I did use an opaque spray paint. I probably have a translucent pink, but I didn't give it a real heavy coverage, so a lot of the edges were still clear, so it still sparkles. Can you see that? So anyway, I thought that was pretty. And I have thousands of these things. In 2 big baggies, I'm going to be doing a project on them. I'm sure you could get a little heart like that or even draw it on from, but you could probably find them on Amazon or Temu. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, so at the end, I used the Bond Crafter UV resin because there was some empty spots here the next morning when I picked it up to look at it. So super easy, just took some of the UV resin and put it down, sprinkled the glass on it, and drizzled just a tiny bit over the top, put the UV light on it, and voila. You don't have to mess with re-resining around the edges or anything like that. I think it turned out pretty good. So I fix a lot of my projects with UV resin, just so you know. It's really great, more expensive per ounce than regular resin, but for little fixes like that, it works really good. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the project. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps the channel. Oh, I got this shirt at Walmart today. Isn't this cute? It's a Valentine shirt. $6.98. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. That really helps the channel. If you enjoyed the channel, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be notified when a new video comes out. I have a bunch of old Valentine videos. Look at my playlist on my channel, and it'll show you all the Valentine videos. You can choose whatever you want to look at. And come join us over on the Facebook page. We're having an amazing time over there. A lot of fun, a lot of beautiful artwork. And I hope you guys all have a great day. Thanks for watching.